Hey, this is Prometheus giving you another defensive tip. This is going to be out of the Big Dime 146. I'm going to teach you how to get dual edge pressure to go ahead and sack your opponent. Also get pressure off the right and off the left side while showing your opponent essentially the same look. And what I love about these blitz setups is that they're very easy to do. It takes basically 3 or 4 steps to do it, and they're all global adjustments very, very fast. So let me go ahead and show these 3 blitzes to you so you can throw these into your scheme and go ahead and get more stops on defense. All right, so this is going to be out of the Tennessee Titans defensive playbook. It's going to be the Big Dime 146. And what I like about this particular formation is that you have a feature where you pinch your linebackers and basically pull them down in the gaps. Now I'm going to show you basically 3 different plays. The DB Sting 2 Buzz, that's a very aggressive blitz and is only good. It's probably a time you want to save this blitz when you really want to go ahead and get your pressure, especially if your opponent starts blocking a running back. The other blitz we're going to take a look at is going to be the Strong Eagle Slant 3. Very easy setup, and it's a nice complement to the other blitz that we're going to show you, which is going to be the OKIE Eagle 3, which is a very easy setup. So let's go ahead and show you how to get pressure off the right hand side with the OKIE Eagle 3. This is a very easy setup. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to pinch your linebackers, you're going to QB contain, you're going to pass commit, and then you're going to use your defensive tackle, and you can put them in a QB contain too, just so you float over the middle. But you want to go ahead. It's a very simple and easy blitz to set up. I'm going to do this against the computer against long passes, and you can see that I'll be able to set this blitz up in a nick of time and still have effective pressure and make the quarterback scramble and try to stop it. So let's go ahead and do the OKIE Eagle 3 blitz. We're going to pinch your linebackers, QB contain, and then we're going to go ahead and pass commit. This is what the blitz should look like, and you're going to get that edge pressure right off the edge like that. All right, so with the OKIE Eagle 3 blitz, basically we're going to be using the center of the field right there with our defensive end, and what happens is you're going to get pressure off the right hand side. If you've got an opponent, look, you can see right here another blocker comes up here. He's blocking 7 on the play the play action, but usually if you have another blocker off the right hand side, it's going to get picked up on. But for the most part, it's going to force your opponent to block a running back. As you can see, that this edge blitzer just comes in free off the edge. And if you pass commit, you're going to go ahead and get an easy sack against your opponent. And what's great about this particular blitz is that you have different types of coverages. You've got obviously a flat defender right here playing a hard flat, and in the back side of it, you've also got a flat where you got a seam the curl flats, and a cover 3 shell, so you're not necessarily going to get popped up top with that. And then you have a yellow zone that's going to be playing right over the middle right here, just taking what kind of reads. And as you can see right here, my defensive tackle, I'm actually going to be pulling him out and trying to take the middle of the field. So there's basically good coverage. There is 7 defenders in coverage, and you're sending 4 guys, and you're getting a phenomenal blitz off the edge, and it's going to force him to go ahead and block his running back. So it's a very easy blitz to set up. That pressure comes flying off the edge, and your opponent's going to have a hard time stopping it. As you can see right here, once again, very easy. Pressure just comes off the edge. Now that's great. You got pressure going off the right side, but what you need to do is you need to complement with pressure off the left side, and that's where the Strong Eagle Slant 3 comes in. Same kind of a look against your opponent, but now the pressure is coming off the left side. So let's go ahead and jump into that blitz. So it's going to be the Strong Eagle Slant 3, and we're going to do this against random deep passes. And as you can see, the pressure just comes off the edge. It's very easy to set up. We're going to pinch our line, and we're going to QB contain. And all you can do is you're going to use this guy right here, and I like to do a bluff blitz because then it gets a guy off the edge, and this is going to force your opponent to go ahead and take those checkdowns. We're going to pinch our linebackers, slant our defensive line out, and QB contain and bluff blitz, and this is essentially what the blitz is going to look like. You're going to get that pressure off the edge every time with it. All right, so once again, basically what the setup is with this is you're going to pinch your linebackers. You're going to slant your defensive line out, and then you're going to go ahead and QB contain and bluff blitz this right of screen linebacker, this guy right here, and you're going to user this guy and pass commit. And if he doesn't block his running back, especially if he doesn't have a running back on the left-hand side, you're going to get a free release just because these offensive linemen are preoccupied right here. And you got two offensive linemen are going to be on one defender because he thinks you are coming in over the middle too. So that's why you want to do the bluff blitz. It's going to engage that guard, and now you can go up into the field to go ahead and take away reads. But the pressure, especially if you've got a 90 fast or 90 speed or faster cornerback, he's going to come off the edge and force your opponent to go ahead and do that. You're still, once again, giving your opponent essentially the same look as the other blitz because he's used to seeing the blitz coming off of the right side. Now he's going to try to compensate, and now you get the blitz coming off the left side. Now the coverage actually has holes. There's holes in the seams. That's where you can get hit with a fast read. So you got to be very conscious of that. You could do underneath coverage if you want to, but I would just leave the coverage as is, especially to take away those corner outs. This guy actually follows the seam player right up the middle because he doesn't make an outbreak, and then you got a guy over the top. So there are holes in this defense, but once again, you're just trying to catch your opponent on a blitz off the left-hand side. Now let's go ahead and jump into the DB Sting 2 Buzz. This is a more aggressive blitz, but you're going to get dual pressure off of both sides, and it does take a little bit you have to be a little bit quicker to go ahead and set this one up because to make the coverage more effective, you're going to have to yellow up your safeties so they fall down in buzz zones and take away any fast reads. So the next play we're going to take a look at is going to be DB Sting 2 Buzz, and this one is a very aggressive blitz. My recommendation is that if you do jump into this blitz, you want to be in a long down situation where he needs a route to develop, because the way this blitz is set up, it's very aggressive. You're going to be setting pressure, and there's going to be over the middle is going to be wide open for your opponent to be able to attack. And basically the blitz setup is pretty much the same. It's going to be pinch linebackers. You're going to pass commit. You're going to blitz your opposite side linebacker. Generally, it's going to be on the right side. That's going to give you, or actually on the right side, is going to get you dual edge gap, and you're going to user the left of screen inside linebacker in a yellow. And then if you got time, you're going to take those defensive backs, the safeties, and put them in yellow zones, just so you can set up and make sure you have enough time for it. So this is what the blitz is going to look like, and as you can see, the pressure just comes screaming off the edge. So screaming pressure off the edge right here. Both sides are going to get it right here. This guy, I think, is a block and release, and you can see right here he's actually blocking 7 people, and you're still able to go ahead and get the pressure, be able to get it against your opponents, and that's where you want to go ahead and look for the underneath routes right there. So he threw the ball right to me. I tried to engage this guy. Where is the weakness of this defense? Well, the corners are playing cover 2 shells, and they're playing cloud flat, so they're going to take away any kind of C routes, which no way your opponents will be able to get those off. He's going to basically try to attack you over the middle, and that's why you have to go ahead and adjust and put these two guys, these safeties, in yellow zones to be able to set it up. But you're going against the CPU in practice mode, and this is a fairly simple blitz to set up. You just have to know how to go ahead and set up those shells up top in the coverage in yellow buzz coverages. So just easy blitz to set up. Pitch linebackers, and just so fast and easy to set up. It's just a very easy blitz. So this is a blitz that you don't want to use too much against your opponent because he's going to go ahead and know where the weaknesses of this blitz is. But because you have flat protection, it's going to help you dramatically. You always got that pressure coming off the edge. And as long as you go ahead and use your guys over the middle, it's going to be a really good blitz to go ahead and attack your opponent with. So guys, I hope you like these breakdowns. I'm going to be using this particular blitz scheme, the big dime blitz scheme, online against my opponents. I'll be using obviously the OKIE Eagle 3, also the Strong Eagle Slant 3, and the DB Sting 2 Blitz. These are going to be base blitzes that I'm going to have in my pocket. I might jump into cover 2, cover 3, and maybe man coverage just to keep my opponent honest. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to essentially go ahead and pitch my linebackers to go ahead and give that 7-man front and let him make his progressions from there. So to my subscribers, I really appreciate support. If you're new to my channel and you like this blitz breakdown on how I showed these 3 different blitzes out of the same formation, I recommend going ahead and subscribing, because you're going to be able to see live gameplay with me actually using a scheme against real opponents online. So I actually post all my games. I show you the good ones. I even show you the bad ones. I don't cherry pick my games. So you're going to see the real McCoy when it comes to real gameplay. I'm not going to just show you only the good stuff. So once again, to my subscribers, thanks for your support, and until next time.